What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the iTip Report. My name is Rza. This is where culture, classes, and commentary resides. Before you do anything, subscribe to this channel. It is free. I welcome you to the iTribe regime. Yes, click that notification bell so every time I upload, you will get notified. So today, happy Wednesday. Shout out to all my subscribers. And I want to talk about the Rza versus DJ Premier beat battle. They say it's like a beat battle, but I'm going to tell you something. And I've been to many a beat battles. It did not feel like a beat battle for my experience. It felt like two legendary producers coming together, even though they're not in person, on IG Live, and bonding and talking about a lot of greatest memories when they first started out in their career and they evolved as artists. I actually like that. It was a lot of respect. They both have respect for each other. You know, Rza is a phenomenal producer. Wu-Tang, like when you think of Rza, you definitely think of Wu-Tang, him starting Wu-Tang. Just the hits and hits and hits, and just the hypeness of Wu-Tang, the organization. Because think about it. If you have opportunity to get a bunch of super talented black male, like to say in a studio in one room, and to get organized and to make dope music for them and to just let them get to a certain level, to the point now Wu-Tang is legendary. That is an amazing dream. And shout outs to Primo, dope producer. He is one of the greatest of all times. M.O.P., Christina Aguilera, Gangstar. Shout outs to, and rest in peace to Guru. That is an MC I wish I could have got the opportunity to meet. But I will tell you, the music that Gangstar put out, which is Guru and Primo, is no one like that duo group. Straight legends, classics in their own right. But I remember when in the live that Primo was talking about how Rza told him, I don't know if it was months ago or a few years ago, whatever, that he's gonna start this group and it's gonna be called Wu-Tang. And then it actually happened. I think that is amazing. And I never heard an artist say, you know what, this other artist told me this is what he was gonna do, in regards to his dream and what he wants to bring to the table when it comes to dope hip-hop music. And then it happens. I think that is amazing to hear a producer say something like that in regards, like Primo say something like that in regards to Rza. With that live, it didn't seem like it was a lot of competition. It just seemed like serious calmness, happy to do something with another producer and show respect. They both showed mutual respect for each other's craft. They are legends and can relate on so many different things when it comes to the music. And I just like that. And through this whole situation that we are going through, it is amazing to actually have Rza and Premier, you know, just bonds out and play music, because we don't really get that on a regular day. I mean, if you're gonna get that, you probably would get that at a show that you paid for, which is well worth it. Or, you know, if you play the music that you've had from them. Because I'm gonna tell you something, a lot of the tunes that they played, Wu-Tang, what you call it, Raekwon. Oh man, it just, for me, being a hip hop head, it brought back so many good memories of me going to the club, you know, and people actually dancing and having a good time. And how I feel in this situation we going through, guys, when life was so good, when you did not have a care in the world, like with DJ Premier, he played, oh my God, he was playing some Gangstar, and I was just like, I remember, and I'm gonna tell you something, a lot of the stuff that DJ Premier played, as well as Rza, like the classics, I have all of that on CD. Like, I was an advocate of going and supporting these producers and these artists. If the music was good, you can't deny it. You have to go out and support. And I could tell you, I'm happy I supported. But just listening to those tunes, I'm like, so I just really appreciate that, because if it wasn't for this, you wouldn't really see nothing like this going on. And I would like stuff like this to continue, where you get producers to just, as well as MCs, to do collabs on IG Live and just play tunes and talk about their experiences, and talk about, I also think people need to talk about like the projects they have put out in the past and what they had to go through. So it's like you can see something evolving with the Rza and DJ Premier's, you know, playing tunes. You be like, wow. Like, I'm gonna tell you something with Premier. He is the greatest of all time. And the reason why I say that, because he is very versatile. Like the Christina Aguilera tune that he played, I would never even think or thought of. I remember back in the day when I found out he was producing stuff for her, as well as other people, you never really think about. They're like, wow. Like, he could just cross over into the pop section. And then you think about Rza, you know, being super talented and just be giving you those hits, like that true, authentic hip hop, that Wu-Tang sound. It's like you have to be like, yo, it'll never be another Rza, because Rza is Rza, like, never duplicated. Oh my goodness. And just to think that he's crossed over into doing movies and films, I love to see that. I love to see artists that I grew up with. I think at that time we was, all of that 20. Well, I was in my 20s. I don't really know. Maybe y'all could list in the comments, how old is Premier and how old is Rza. I know they're a little bit way older than me. Not too far, but it's amazing. I remember seeing them young black men, just hungry in the game, you know, getting out there, the music getting promoted and everything, and they just killing it with ill videos. Like, you know, Wu-Tang has amazing videos. And I know Rza, you know, plays a magnificent part in that, you know, with shaping that dream. That is just, and then as well as Primo with Gangstar. Like, I think I said rest in peace to Guru. But, yo, Guru, yo, when Primo played a lot of the Gangstar stuff, I was here for it. Some of the stuff I know the words, I was so here for it. So it's like you have two dope producers on two different angles playing some hot, classic tunes that cannot be denied. Like, if you play it now, if it was released now, nobody can deny it because it was so good. And it's just really amazing to see these two producers who were once young are now pretty much legends. They're legends. Thank God they are still living. Yes. And they are living their best life and enjoying it. And I think with the Rza versus DJ Premier, it was more to me of a bonding experience, and I love it. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. The era that I grew up in, which was when Gang Starr came out, as well as Wu-Tang, I am forever grateful for that experience, because that's something no one, if you wasn't born at that time, in that era, and experienced it growing up, you can't never get that back. Like, I am so grateful to God that I grew up in that age where I experienced these two dope producers before I really knew what phenomenal producers were. When they came out with their music at the time, I loved the production. I loved the whole essence of it, but I wasn't really hands on about who produced what until probably maybe a few years down the line. But phenomenal era, and you can't deny it. And I'm just glad that they were able to do that, and I would like to see more of that. I would like to spin off from that, to be honest with you. I would like to see Primo talk about the trials and tribulations that he went through with putting out and releasing music, and how he got started, like the downfalls of it as well as the good experiences, rather than going and buying a book and reading it. I think it's best to and I have an idea, but I don't want to put it all the way out there, but it's best to talk about it. I think that is something that I would like to see him and people that are in his group that are major legends sit and talk about the releases that they had and what they went to go through, the experiences, of what they had to deal with to get this music out. But I learned a lot in regards to looking at that, I guess you call it a beat battle, but I call it more of a bonding session. I call it more of a listening session, because that's what it felt to me. And I just loved it. Shout outs to Rza. Shout outs to Rza. Shout outs to DJ Premier. I'm going to tell you something. I had the opportunity to meet Premier. I think this is like 10 years ago. The last day, if you know about Fat Beats is amazing. They had a store. I think it was on 6th Ave. They had a store on 6th Ave, and I used to go there and buy, mainly at the time, CDs, but then eventually towards the end, vinyls. But now, you can buy your vinyls from them online because they don't have a physical store. But I remember when Fat Beats, the last day they were closing, and I went to their last day. It was like a partying session. And and P-Rock was in there, and I was like, oh, I was ecstatic. Now, remind you, I work in corporate, so I had on corporate clothes. And I'm going to tell you, my experience with DJ Premier was pretty, intense, because he looked like he was shocked by me approaching him talking about music and wanting him to sign. I think it was a vinyl or something I wanted him to sign, and he signed it. But then someone else told me after the fact, it was like, yo, he probably thought you was coming here to serve him papers for a beat or sue him for something for a client. And I thought about it, and I was like, yo, that's probably why he was acting like that, because I'm going to tell you, he was looking at me shook, like, I don't know. He was looking at me like he was in shock, and then I was coming to arrest him. That's how he looked. But then somebody was like, yo, he probably thought you was running up on him to serve him papers, and that's why he was like... But shout out to, he still, I think after he realized that wasn't going down, he still was mad cool. So shout outs to Primo for that. But I never forgot that. Now Rza, I haven't had the opportunity to meet him, but I could tell with both of them, you know, Rza, he's living his best life. And I'm just happy for two black men who succeeded in life, and they still doing their thing. They still making music. They still, you know, doing interviews and touring, whatever they want now, you know, and they are legends. So this was really good. Now I will tell you, my favorite tune from DJ Premier is Don't Take It Personal. Oh, with Guru, rest in peace to Guru. I know I said that before, but that is my favorite, super favorite. I can relate to that on so many levels in dealing with experiences. Love that. And I also love the stuff he did with Group Home. I can't remember the titles right now, but I played it on my IG as well as uploaded a little bit of it. But yo, love that. Now with Rza, I like the stuff he did on Cuban Link. I like the stuff definitely stuff he did with Wu-Tang. Like, I like all of that. So, like, shout outs to all of them. I'm really happy seeing their IG live, and I hope to see more of them talk about experiences that they have dealt with, as well as other producers. And I also think other MCs should do the same thing. But I think it should be more of bonding and just making the people feel good, and the fans and the admirers, because that's what we need right now, you know? To me, overall, if I had to pick, and I'm just saying, I love Rza and I love Premier, but if I had to pick, it's very hard now that I think of it. I like them both, but I probably would pick Premier. But I like them both though, and Premier is still always making stuff. But I like them both. I love the Wu-Tang beats. I like them both, but if I had to pick, it'd be Premier. I would tell you guys, I want to see. It was overall, it was good. It didn't seem like a beat battle. But if you had to pick a winner, I would say Premier. That is just me. But I'm going to tell you, I would want to see the next producers, if they do a producer, just to switch it up a little bit. Maybe Knowledge and Black Milk. This is a little something. I'm just thinking. Shout out to all of them. But yo, overall, the Rza and DJ Premier IG Live was really dope. I enjoyed it. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Who's your favorite producer out of Rza and DJ Premier? What beats did you like the most? Comment. I want to hear the comments. I want to see the comments. I'm hyped. I want to see the comments in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you feel like it was a beat battle? Did you feel like it was a bonding session? Let me know. Like this video, comment, subscribe. Like I said, it's free. Also, click on the notification bell so every time I upload, you get notified. Much love and peace to DJ Premier. Much love and peace to Rza. You guys are wonderful. You guys are legends. I salute you. And I'm out. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.